Well, you might be thinking about joining Superset, and so you're trying to wrap your head around what does it mean if I join this company? They've talked to me a little bit about the broader Superset community. What does that mean to me, and how would I participate in that? So we wanted to talk to you a little bit about how we build community over here at Superset. The first way that we like to think of it as a hive. And so explicitly now, bees buzzing and buzzing around a hive, that's the model that we have in mind for how people connect, collide, and compare notes during an average day over here at Superset. Vivek, how does that unfold for you?
Yeah, I think first thing is to just realize that people from different companies get an opportunity to interact with each other and share ideas. Somebody may be talking about a problem they've been trying to solve at company A, and someone at company B says, oh, I've seen that problem too, and this is what we did to solve that problem. So the hive facilitates these types of discussions. The hive creates this network effect of ideas across all of the companies in Superset.
Economists like to talk about economies of scale, right? We like to think of this as an economy of learning. There's a central platform wherein individual employees can bump into somebody else. By the way, you and I can't schedule those collisions or connections. They just happen organically. And you bump into somebody who's solving a very similar version of the problem that you're struggling with.
Yeah.
Jump in, compare notes. Don't ask permission. Call your colleagues. They're eager to share what they know. That's the first thing we have in mind when we talk about the hive. The second is really what we refer to as playbooks. So every company before that we built in the past was always kind of this barn raising. You're starting from scratch, you're inventing wheels, and you're willing this new thing into existence. What we've seen at Superset is that no, a number of these kinds of challenges also recur. And why are we starting from scratch every single time? Standing up infrastructure, a go-to-market motion, a product staging and sequencing plan for a new company. Again, they're not perfect replicas of each other, but the bones, the rhythm and flow of these problems are in many ways the same. So what we try to do is make those concrete in what we call playbooks.
Yeah, patterns recur. And we've codified those patterns into these playbooks as Tom was talking about. Sometimes these playbooks are documents. Sometimes these are templates. Sometimes these take the form of actual code that you get access to that you can then adapt to your specific company. And sometimes what happens is we'll take a look at these playbooks, we take a look at these patterns, these frameworks that we've built that are leveraged across multiple companies, and we'll realize, oh my God, there's actually a company to be built here. And that's happened in a couple of cases with us as well.
Which is kind of cool, right? As these problems recur, suddenly there's a new company hiding in plain sight. If 15 to 16 of the companies that we've invented and created over here start to see the same problem, and there it is, recurring, creating pain, and the bones of a replicable solution start to take shape, we're not afraid to stand up a new company to go and fix it.
The third thing with respect to community is especially something that's become extremely clear to us last two and a half years or so, is the social dimension. We have multiple events that we host over a period of time that create and foster the sense of community. Whether it's our regular community calls or it's our regular Orange Whips, which are just Orange Whip is our code for happy hour, or it's our events, our tech summit that we hosted earlier this year. These are events that we host on a regular basis to create a sense of community across the hive.
We're all looking for the in-person connections here. So there's an awful lot of productive things happening on Zooms and Slacks and so on. That will continue. But again, we're finding that it's just so important for people to come together and have those in-person interactions, because that really complements all of the learning that's going on in Zooms and Slacks and other channels.
So even if you are employee number 1 at a new Superset company, because of the Superset community, you're never building alone. You're always building it with a community of like-minded people who share your values and who share the mission of building data-driven companies together.